member. The member for the Minister and member for Jeffrey.
McMahon. Thank you, Deputy Speaker. I also rise to pay my respects and congratulate the new Pontiff, Pope Francis I. A particularly special day when any Pontiff is elected, but a special day for many in our community. And on behalf of the parishioners of Our Lady Queen of Peace Greystanes, Holy Spirit St Clare, Our Lady of the Rosary Fairfield, Mary Immaculate Bosley Park and Our Lady of Victories Horsley Park, as their representative in this House, I want to congratulate Pope Francis on his election and commemorate this very significant day in the life of the Catholic Church. Also, as a representative of many Australians of South American heritage in this House, Argentinian and other nations of South America, many of whom have made their home in my electorate, an extraordinarily proud day for them, a first in many senses. Also, the first Pope from the Southern Hemisphere. As a Southern Hemisphere nation, something we can take some pride in. Australia and Argentina may be a long way away, but nevertheless we share much in common, including being significant nations of the Southern Cross, and I'm sure other members will join with me in saying it's a significant moment that we have a Pope from the Southern Hemisphere. And the first Jesuit Pope, and the Jesuits, of course, have played such a vital role in the life of the Church in Australia, such a vital role when it comes to education and spreading the word of the Church. The Jesuits have been a very significant part of the Australian Church, and I'm sure there are many Australian Catholics and followers of the Jesuit tradition who are very much excited by the fact we now have the first Jesuit Pontiff. He is, of course, as has been much noted, a man of the people, taking the name of St Francis of Assisi, that saint who was born of nobility yet renounced his inheritance to minister to the poor and sick. He founded the Franciscan order of the poor, Clare order of nuns. And of course, Franciscans take a vow of poverty, seeking to live life as Christ did. And he's made that very, very clear by his words and his actions in his first day as Pontiff. And in those first days, he has spread the message of the approach that he intends to take as Pope, never forgetting the poor, as was said to him by the Cardinal of Brazil, who in the moments after he was elected to the position of the Pope said not to forget the poor, and that was reflected in the taking of the name of St Francis and in the words and actions of His Holiness since his election as Pope. I'm sure, Mr Deputy Speaker, at the appropriate time, we will welcome the new Pope to Australia. We'll welcome him as a man of great faith, as a leader of one of the world's great faiths, as a man much loved and respected throughout the world, a Pope of firsts and a Pope of the people, and I congratulate on behalf of my community His Holiness on his elevation to the papacy.